post-traumatic stress disorder. It's a fascinating piece, this one.
It is nice to be back in London. It's so peaceful. This is another part of my life, helping Ukrainian soldiers who are suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
Hello and welcome to the latest Good News Television exclusive. We're here today with Galina Berkostroff in her Harley Street homeopathic clinic, and she is talking about how she still helps soldiers from her homeland to overcome post-traumatic stress disorder. And I'm here with the wonderful Giulietta as well.
Hello everybody. So, how you get involved to work with Ukrainian soldiers?
In my practice, I work a lot with some degree of post-traumatic stress, and as a secretary of Ukrainian Medical Association in the United Kingdom, we help a lot Ukrainian army. Before prescribing, I ask my patients about history of the trauma and the present condition, and then I give homeopathic remedies in forms of pills or drops that are very easy to take.
So can you tell me of a practical example of how your clinic works?
Yes, I would like to introduce you to my patient, Ukrainian veteran Alexander Baranetsky.
And I met a lot of people who been in this sort of environment, and they too carry their mental scars, which are the sign of PTSD. But personally, I have never met a person who ever admits that he has PTSD. Again, I've met a lot of people who carry different form of PTSD. Some of them experience nightmare, some of them experience rage, some of them is shut down, and I know quite a few people who actually commit suicide. In my experience, I actually elevated by fighting. I'm sick in fighting. I love fighting, and I find this is the biggest form of excitement for me. And nothing will ever come close in terms of the feeling when the tank shooting at you and you shooting a tank, and this couple of seconds, which is like you see who gets whom. Or I held the man who's dying in my hand. That doesn't bother me, because I live as I explained it to you before. My consciousness is clear. I sleep like a baby. I have no problem. I don't smoke. I don't take any form of stimulant, but in the same way, to me it's the biggest drug in the world, and I'm sick. And you have to be present. You have to do this, and you psych yourself up. And another thing what happened to me during this period of time, you don't get ill, you don't get nothing. It's only when you come off the flight that everything starts to ache. You find like, oh, you haven't slept, you haven't eaten. But during this period of time, you are elevated.
My patient doesn't think he has a problem. I believe he does. Any soldiers coming from the war zone have physical and emotional impact. During the treatment, I investigate this and find the right remedies to treat it. My patient loves war. He's addicted to this adrenal rush, to trying to prove himself as a macho man. I believe he needs a balance between this state of being in a war zone and family life. Alexander, please tell me, what do you expect from the treatment, from homeopathic treatment?
Being a family man, most recently I've been only talking about going back to war, and to be honest, it has put pressure on my wife, on my children, because all I do is checking the news and thinking if it's offensive gonna happen, if it is, and I'm definitely gonna jump on the plane. I'm gonna tell my family it's gonna be a force majeure situation. I have to be present there. Constantly in touch with my friends and asking, begging for the news that says, is it fighting intensified? Do you need my help? And secretly praying is really going to go and kick off.
I feel he lost his confidence because he's not the man he was a few years ago, strong, physically strong, emotionally strong. I think the war affected him not only on a physical level, the injuries and damaged limbs. I think the war affected him on an emotional level too. I think we need to work on how to learn for him to love his family. I think he is a very good man, he wants to do it, but probably he's a bit lost and he forgot how to do it. And Well, Alexander, I think what I can help you with my treatment is, well, obviously, first of all, with all your physical problems. Homeopathic remedies are fantastic treating traumas, physical traumas. And also, I think we need to work on kind of getting you back into the normal life. To your family, as you said, that because they're always in that state of waiting, maybe something happened. I think maybe I don't want to cure you from your adrenal excitement and adrenal addiction, but I think make you maybe more balanced, that you can actually control it and you can actually feel comfortable in both states.
That was the most interesting piece about post-traumatic stress disorder that I've heard in a long time. And now we move forward